Very exciting when there was 11 in our discussions, so it was really good. So we have devised in various kind of different wording a phrase that we would like included in the manifesto, and people have signed up to it, and it's just marvellous. So a holistic and proactive approach to positive community impact and planning, driven by local people, that leads decision making by all decision makers across all sectors. And somebody else in our group had slightly different wording, which may be clearer, using community impact assessment driven by local people before any decision making that affects community life. So the point was, we felt that in the manifesto, sorry, is this too long? Yeah.
Wrong question.
You've got it. Lovely, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We considered how do we create integrated developments that meet holistic needs of communities, and our manifesto edition relates to the second bullet point of the manifesto, that active engagement must deliver new community powers and budgets, community and regional planning partnerships, and the transparency and the outcomes of local decision making. And then in the fourth bullet point, an independent body of appeal needs to be set up to consider conflicts between communities and local authorities.
In my group, we were looking at the issue of statistics. So that's the population and demographic changes. It's in there. It's the last bullet in there. We felt that after the point about making statistical analysis and information available to communities, we should have in parallel, rural communities should have access to skills and methodologies for data collections and analysis. And then, last point, a platform should be provided to share findings and lesson learned. That's it.
I'm Alison Hall. I did the session on women and land, and there's what do you call the form that you put in for change in the manifesto?
The addition form?
Yeah, addition form. And then, which asks for gender equality to be written into the manifesto, because somewhat surprisingly to me, it was absent. So in the women and land discussion, we looked at a number of things, but some of the action points that came out were particularly to encourage people to be actively involved in the consultation around changes in succession law, because that actually has quite a big impact on women and their relation to land. I'll go on if you want.
That's great, thank you. We've got that typed up, and everyone will be able to see it. So.
Alistair, I was leading the conversation on National Infrastructure Plan development. Lots of fantastic ideas, but from a manifesto perspective, there was a feeling that we should include the word infrastructure in the rural manifesto, particularly in the section on transport.
I think we have time for one more.
Oh, we can.
Perfect.
Gordon Harrison, I did my session on how to get the rural voice heard, but it was in conjunction with Claire Simmons from Plan and Democracy, because she was very concerned, especially in relation to planning applications. And we decided, those are big attendance by the way, I couldn't write them all down. Community councils should be given more status. They're tend to be ignored by the councils quite often, especially on planning affairs. Community councils should be given more training, especially in planning matters or any other matter, as indeed they require it. Community councils should be granted the right to appeal a local council decision. We know there's an ombudsman, but the ombudsman's powers are toothless. We'd like the ombudsman's powers increased, because they can look at the regulation process only. And community councils should be given more funds if necessary to actually promote their events or to carry on appeals or to actually encourage rural participation. I could go on.
So that's okay, that's for a manifesto edition?
Well, I've written stuff out there.
Great,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Thank you very much indeed.
That's lovely. So thank you everyone. And so not a huge amount of time to hear from all the groups. So two things are really important here to make sure that we are still able to kind of share this information. One is if you have an open space template, if you hosted that conversation, to make sure that the template is yours, you own it, take it away with you. If you surfaced any actions that you think need to happen, think about how they need to happen. Like, how do you decide you want to move forward with this? But hand them over to the news desk. Gordon and Andy will take a picture of it. We will type those up and we'll make that into the book of proceedings, which everyone will receive by the end of the day tomorrow at the latest. And that's your way of keeping on top of all the conversations and who you might want to speak to follow up. The other part is if you had a conversation that related to a manifesto edition, very specifically to a manifesto edition, there is a specific template which you need to complete. It will also be at the news desk. You need to complete that and we need to have it in by lunchtime, by the end of lunch today, in order that we can bring it into the next session and have it voted on and discussed. So if your open space conversation surfaced a manifesto edition, please collect the form and please hand it in by the end of lunch today so that we can bring it forward and make sure it comes into the conversation in the afternoon. Cool? Is that everything? All right. So we're getting you to lunch for 12:30.